Thank you, you two. Right, 5 minutes to close. We've got a couple of bits of logistics and then I'll do thanks. First of all, who had to go at Pac-Man? No good, not a streamer doesn't mean you might have. What you do in your own time is up to you. Hands up, who had to go? Okay. I have a third place, I have a second place, a special award, and a winner from the FNZ Pac-Man thing. So I'm going to take my phone out because I need to read this out. Let's be honest, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, my dad, in between thrashings, would let me know that second place was first loser. If you didn't win, we were in a situation where you were going to get absolutely bugger all. Let's be honest. But Bobby from FNZ he's a tremendously generous man. Both the second place and the special award will get an FNZ t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Third place gets 2 FNZ t-shirts. Fourth place gets 3. That's not true. I will model this FNZ t-shirt for you like this. There you are. It says FNZ in it. It's got a Pac-Man. Look. There you go. If your name is about to be read out, you may report to the FNZ stand where they will measure you for a t-shirt so that you get the appropriate size. So let me get the names. Hang on. Oh, this is funny. Well, the special award for most enthusiastic goes to someone we heard from earlier, actually, and it is Heather Christie from BlackRock. Well done, Heather. Your enthusiasm for 80s video games is commendable. Now, this was very, very close, actually. The second prize goes to the mighty former Landcat that is Scott Sinclair. Works at a place called Fundment, who are also a sponsor. Thank God he didn't win it, because that would have been really, really awkward. But the person that did win it, but not by much, by the way, this was very close, is Ashley Mackey from Alan Ellis. Is Ashley here? Ashley, come and get a VR headset. Well done. You're very welcome. And if I see that on eBay tomorrow, you're in big trouble. Right, last bits of logistics then. First of all, it is time for us to get the hell out of here. This room is going to magically reset itself into something resembling an evening setting with tables and food and all that kind of stuff. But for that to happen, you all have to bugger off round the corner again. I told you were going to get your steps in. The good news about that is there's booze and softs for those that need it and all that kind of stuff. There might even be a nibble or two or something like that. So you're going to go through there. Mr. Rory Bremner is not far away. He's in Edinburgh and is going to be turning up on the stage here just at the back of 6. So we're going to have about just under an hour's break, something like that. I hope lots and lots of you will stay. I think it's going to be really special. But I would say that, but, you know, whatever, right? So do please stay. The food at Patton is brilliant, right? And one of the things that we really, really always try and do at Landcat is make sure you're well fed. And you will be well fed and well watered. Our evening sponsors, Fundment, are taking care of that side of things, so thank you very much to them. So if you can come back through for Bremner at 6 something, well, about 6, Bremner will do his thing, then there'll be food, there might be some music from some people that you recognise while you're eating and all that kind of stuff. Who knows, who can say? That's the sort of thing that might happen. And then we've got this place till quite late on. And look, there's a bar. I'm just saying those two things can lead to outcomes, which could be optimal or suboptimal. And that will be very much up to you. When we run events, we know we can't fix things from a stage, right? All we can do is create an environment where interesting things happen, and we try to do that, and sometimes they're super interesting, and sometimes they're just interesting. And I got super interesting from today, and I think as we warmed up a little bit through the day. We got more and more and more pokey, and I just like the idea that two things really. First of all, we create a space where it's all right to bash stuff about, and as Steve said earlier, we can disagree with each other, as happened there, but everyone can go and have a drink and a chat afterwards, and that's absolutely fine. That's how we move things forward. The second thing, and the genesis of this event, was I was sick fed up of meeting people on the London City flight, the BA City flight, going, are you going to the thingy conference in London? I am. You go down and then you get the flight back. Oh, it's you again. All right, how you doing? And I always wanted to prove that we could do it up here. There's about 200 people here, all told, and that's a pretty good day. Next year, when we're in the IMAX theatre in Glasgow Science Centre, that's going to be big. That's well over 300 people. So you're all going to have to bring a friend, if you have friends. Do you have friends? You probably do. Thank you so much to all of you for taking time to come and do this. One of the experiments that we wanted to run was not doing a whole day thing, pushing it a little bit later. We wanted to run it into the evening to see if that would work as well, so we're about to find out that stuff as well, I guess. And a bunch of other little bits in there, including getting you walking around places, actually. That was one of the things we were checking out. And you've done admirably. You've all done very, very well. So a huge thanks to you. I have a couple of other thanks. The first thing is to my team, because there's so many people involved in this. There's thick end of 30 Landcats now, all of whom are absolutely magnificent, apart from one or two who you might have seen quite a lot of today. And we'll be having discussions about future career opportunities shortly. So I hear the advice profession is really good. You should maybe go and look at that. But even down to the stickers on the floor as you're going round and all that, there's just so many people here. But I want to call out two people in particular who've shouldered a lot of it. The first is Jenny Smythe over here, who has done so much of the logistics. And the second is Natalie Holt, who's been absolutely tireless in pulling the agenda together, pulling speakers together, making sure they're well prepared. Please give a huge round of applause to those guys. Also essential to every event we ever run is a bunch of people over there who you don't get to meet, and they're called Parallel Blue, and they're the events company that we use. And as I often say, if you want a really, really good events company, go and find somebody else, because they're busy for us, and I don't want them. Final thanks from that side of things to Patina. What a gorgeous place this is. Has anybody heard what the neon things over here are? That's the silhouettes of the Pentland Hills. That's what that is. When this venue transforms for later on and we damp it down a bit and it gets dark, you're going to see what this place is really made of. It's the most stunning venue, and the story behind it, the sustainability credentials of it, there's so much going on here that we don't have time to tell you. But I absolutely love it here. If any of you are running your own events, I encourage you to think about Patina, because it's a truly, truly great place to do it. My final thanks then is to our sponsors. We can't possibly do it. We certainly couldn't make it free, because it's pretty expensive putting this stuff on, right? I mean, Tom McPhail gets paid a lot, but even if I paid him nothing, I still couldn't do this. So FNZ, Aberdeen, Aegon, Aviva, all the A's. Fundament, Legal General, and Morningstar Wealth are all in our thanks tonight and should be in yours as well. If you haven't been to chat to them, please do so now. I'm going to go away and get something ready, which may or may not be happening later on. Please go through, have a drink, come back, see Bremner, and Natalie would like you to do something else. Oh yeah, sorry, there's another, you're right actually. Sorry. I'm clicking a thing, nothing's happening. Look at that. There we are, right. We have more events. London, back in King's Place, which is the sister venue to here, by the way. So it's run by the same people. You don't get a discount. That's just do you know the coolest thing about King's Place? Has anybody listened to the new Nick Cave record, Wild God? Come on. You should go and do that. He did the launch event for that in King's Place. I recognised it. That's how cool we are. The catwalk is back next year, the Advice Tech catwalk. Did anybody come to any of our old DEDx events in the crypt? We're back at the crypt. But this time, we're not just in the crypt. It's a church in London, basically, and we get to use the crypt. These days, I don't know if something's happened with the church, you can use the actual church as well. Can you imagine letting me loose on an event in a church? That's happening. So that's in June. And Home Game 5, as we've said a few times, will be in Glasgow Science Centre. All 3 events are live on our website. You can book in for all of them now, which we've never done before. So please plan your year well in advance. Do I have any more slides to click through to that? One more. With that one? All right, okay. We'll be back to you at 6:15. Thank you so much. It means the absolute world that you come and spend a day with us. So from all of us to all of you, thank you. Cheers. Good night.